Hello everyone, welcome back to Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. We have just been walking around town. This is the Strange Lab.
The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices.
Yes, the doctor. Alright, I am going to lower the speed so that we can do this. This is the type of thing that this game was hard to do with.
You don't have any rations.
I have no food. I should probably go somewhere. And that's how you go into the door. Okay. The next things are gonna happen later. I'm gonna go back out and we'll come back in here later. Let me up my speed back to the way it should be. There we go. Alright, and let's go to the inn so we can get some food.
So, you are still around, are you? When are you leaving Mordavia?
Oh, when I cure the town of all of its plagues and problems. You know, hero stuff.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
It is so nice not having to narrate everything now. But I kind of miss it. It was kind of fun doing
It's
that.
a garlic soufflé, Mordavian style.
But when you have John I can never say his name. Let us eat the food. Eat it.
That did...
You say hello.
They stare at you in astonishment.
You introduce yourself.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
Why, thank you. Alright, I'm not going to tell them how I got here. It kind of freaks people out. So let's stand back up. Let's talk to the innkeeper. How you doing?
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. You must knock if you wish to come in.
Alright, and your name?
My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn.
Well, that's good to know. How's the
If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset.
I will do that.
Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly to keep out any dangers.
Good to know.
The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble.
Alright, the shop?
There is not much for sale at the shop next door, but you may find something you need there.
Yes, there's actually a lot we need to get from the shop.
The monastery is to the north of here. It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
Alright, thanks for the,
There are many ill things that roam this valley by night. Make certain that you never have to meet them. Never venture into the forest by night.
Well, I'm sorry to say this, but it's kind of the job of the hero to, do crazy things during the night. I really don't know why I keep going in that weird voice. Let us talk to this trio of men.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia. Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
I like these guys because they tend to actually speak out of off script. So this is kind of the fun thing about I can't talk. Kind of the fun thing about these guys. Occasionally, I mean, when I first played this, I had issues with running it because I was using the exe file, which does not run properly. You have to use the bat file, which is how you actually used to run games in the olden days. And that's how you got all of the pointers to work and the voices to work. If you didn't run it from the bat, it never worked right. So, let us speak of Mordavia.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town. Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
And strangers, yeah, strangers. Thank you for trying to be Rodney Dangerfield. Rumors.
Rumors? You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by Horse Patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
And how's the town?
The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you. Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum. Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here. Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. We're going to ignore our room for now. We're going to head out.
Still you remember?
Yes, I'm still here. It's only been a few minutes. Nope. Okay. Let us ask about the Adventurers Guild.
The Adventurers Guild is in the north part of town, but it's closed and boarded up. There have been no adventurers here since the road was flooded. By the laws of the land, I must give you the key for the asking. Perhaps it will be of some use to you.
Ah, thank you. How's Dr. Cranium?
Dr. Cranium is an idiot and a madman. If you are wise, you will stay away from him.
And the old man?
Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone.
Alright, enough of that. We have the keys to get into the Adventurers Guild, so let's do that. Unlock the door.
Unlock the door, using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
You may be wondering why sometimes the sound comes out of weird channels. Sometimes it'll come out of one ear and not the other. It's because of the way the game runs. Buttons.
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now.
Yep, okay. And we need this.
You pick up the...
Yep, and we need to hook it here. And we need to climb up it.
Trying to be a social climber?
Climb the rope, which we should be able to do deftly.
Someone has deliberately scraped these marks into the ceiling.
Yes, that is part of the Thieves Guild. And then let us read a book.
Which book do you want to read?
What are the books? Read Hero Magazine, which you actually get a copy when you bought this game. It was kind of interesting. All the Quest for Glory games, I believe, actually had a Heroes Magazine type of thing. That was the name of their manual. My brain does not work well enough. The brochure is fun. Talk Fu, very good book. All right, let's just read them all.
As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necritor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes.
Yes.
You learn about the
Lishi is
Rosalka,
cool.
the spirit of a murdered, unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
You know, I've never actually read it. The brochure.
The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online. Jeez, how cheesy can you get?
And yes, that was actually a game that Sierra produced, I believe.
The book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming a fire, using alternate flame and frost spells to make something brittle and break, and so on. You pick up a number of useful tips which will improve your spell casting.
And this is why it's actually good to go through all of these, because you do get weird stuff.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of Talk Fu. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul.
All right. Essential exercise.
This
We're
book-
just going to skip that one because it's not all that interesting. Now let's look, search under the desk. This here is how you open a certain doorway, which is left, down, up, right. Yeah. 4, 2, 1, 3. And in the
Case looks totally solid, as if it was constructed.
see, we can actually break that because we only have a rusty sword, which is terrible, and it's an emergency. Force the case
Are you
open.
kidding? You have trouble forcing a mayonnaise jar open, let alone a heavy case. You'll need to build up your strength before you can get through this one.
Really?
You break open the front of the case. Avoiding the broken glass, you pull out the sword. It looks like a fine quality weapon.
And that's how you upgrade your sword. It's always good to upgrade your sword. Let's play with some coat hangers. Okay. C4. Go 4, 3, 1, 2. Nope. Let's try this. 4, 2, 1, Nope. Alright, we need down and up. That should be right? Yeah, there we go. I got it! And let's climb up the bookshelf and see what shall be.
You climb down the ladder into a seedy-looking room. A massive door blocks off a smaller room in the rear. This isn't as dusty as the Adventurers Guild, and the torches look recently lit. Your eye is drawn to the Thieves Guild recruiting poster on the back wall. It gives you fond memories of your home guild. Behind the innocent-looking surface of this room lies great danger. You sense that traps for the unwary are everywhere.
Why, of course they are. We're in the Thieves Guild. Let's take our guild card. Let us...
This is a Thieves Guild recruiting poster featuring a sophisticated worldly master thief. A legend at the bottom says, "Don't thieve home without it." But it seems the it has already been thieved.
Yes, I know. I'm the one who thieved it. I believe we look at...
Rummaging around under the floor drain, you find a round knob with a point on.
Yep. I'm going to skip some of the dialogue because it takes some time.
On close examination, you find some scratches that might be thief marks behind the side drain.
Look under the grate. Yeah, we already did that. We need to get in there before we do anything else. The old credit card trick.
You slip the guild membership card between the doors and unlatch the lock. Your guild card. Don't leave home without it.
All right, we're going to save here. This will be my first save because that's the way I roll. No, it's my first save because I did not save between episodes. So, there, that works. All right, we need...
That didn't do anything. That did...
All right, go up there.
There are a number of fascinating books about thief techniques on the bookshelves. Of special interest is the one on disarming traps. It says that with the new Mark II Thieves' toolkits and a bit of skill in picking locks, you can locate and disarm almost any mechanical trap. In the section on surviving magical traps, the book suggests taking up religion. There is also a book on thief marks that tells you all about this secret language of thieves. You learn a number of new symbols and combinations.
All right, now let us do this.
Now that you've replaced the safe knob, the Filch safe looks ripe for the cracking. You know, kind of like a walnut. To open the safe, you will need to spell out the combination with alternating right and left turns.
All right. It is Filch. All right. A, B, C, D, E, F. I, L, C, D, E, F, G, H.
You quickly rifle the opened safe. Unfortunately, it looks as though legions of Thieves Guild initiates have been here before you, as all the money is gone.
Of course it would be.
You do find 5 throwing daggers placed here for, well, safekeeping. The only other usable thing in the safe is a single lockpick, half buried in dust in one corner. You grab the lockpick and the daggers.
All right, let's work on this desk.
Ah, that did it.
And I forgot to...
Maybe you should... Inside the desk, you find a complete and hard... You also find...
All right. Do I want to save scum? No, we'll keep playing. All right, let's look at the book.
You leaf through the Chief Thief's logbook. An interesting entry speaks of a proposed night raid on the castle. The guild members would use the secret passage to avoid notice. You wonder which secret passage that might be. A later entry in different handwriting indicates how far the guild had declined recently. It seems to be just a bunch of doodling and some nonsense words. It says, "Bad boys yell, good girls giggle, rich girls run." Not quite on the same standard as a nighttime castle raid. One of the final entries says, Fred and Frank caught out at night without hooks. Fred is dead and Frank sank. I'm the last. An ambitious thief will try to prosper by hook and by crook. The log closes with some incoherent ramblings about passing the deadly tentacled beast, then
We just did.
the horror, shadows of darkness enfold me, madness and mockery in the dark one's chamber. Sounds as though the author was in a chemically modified state.
Basically, he was saying, dude was high. Alright. Let us move the poster.
The poster is
No, okay. This.
Ah, you found a hidden...
Let's disarm the trap.
You set up the thieves' toolkit and try to disarm any traps that may be on the safe.
Alright, basically what this is a match 3. Oh, I missed it. I'm just going to turn everything green. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed it. Ah, there we go.
You have successfully disarmed the safe.
Alright, let's crack the safe.
Using the Mark II toolkit, you quickly manage to get the safe open. Inside you find 6 crowns, a throwing dagger, and a potion labeled Poison Cure. They seem a fitting reward for your efforts, so you take them.
Very good. That's the poison cure. I don't know why it's red in this, but that's
The only effect is a tingling sensation. But if Dr. Cranium is to be trusted, you should now be safe from poison. For a while.
Alright, let's crack this other safe.
Ah,
which
you
definitely
found a
wasn't
hidden...
there. Disarm the trap
You set up...
again. Let's go yellow.
You have success...
Yep, I disarmed the safe. And let's crack the safe.
You crack the safe using the Mark II toolkit.
And what did we
You
get?
take the healing potion.
Healing potion. Okay. And then there is one more thing to do in here before we leave.
You depress the barrel tap, but nothing comes out. Instead, the barrel slides across the wall to reveal some sort of mechanism. This is a door unlocking mechanism.
Yes, it is.
To operate it,
I don't remember the quote. Hold on.
you leap, and later it says, "Bad boys yell,
Blue, blue,
good
yellow.
girls giggle,
Straight up green.
rich girls run."
Red, green, red.
One of the...
Okay.
This is...
Alright, so we need blue, whoops, blue, yellow, green, 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 red. Yep, there we go. And we meet R.
So, you found my secret passageway. You must excuse me. I'm not quite myself anymore. Oh, don't worry. I won't hurt you. It is good to talk to someone again. It has been so very long since anyone has been here. Ah, but I'm forgetting my manners. Welcome to Mordavia. I am the chief thief here. I'm also the only thief here other than you, but that is beside the point.
Alright, I'm going to end the part here because I'm actually over by about 4 minutes. So, I want to thank you all for watching, and remember to watch the next one whenever I say. So until then, later.